Hi. So today is Friday, and this is, I think, our final day of Make with Jae for this week. I'm still working out the details, but I think I'm going to do 5 days. And then if you want to make over the weekend and post to the Facebook group, you can, of course. But I think it's also good to give space and time to rest and reflect. So we had couples therapy this morning, my husband and myself, and one of the things that she challenged us to do is create something around what our mythology is as a couple. We pulled out a big piece of paper, used some Sharpies, and we started to kind of create a mythology, a vision, and then break that down into what our goals are. The words that came to mind for us. One word was joy. We both said joy at the same time. My husband said, explore the joy. How? And he said, paddleboarding. So that's one thing that we put kind of on the hierarchy of what we want to do, how we explore joy as a couple. And then I said, follow the joy. And my thought is, and this is something that I also struggle with, but I've been learning a lot from mentors. And I work a lot with art therapy clients who also struggle with responsibility versus pleasure. One thing that I'm learning to do more of is follow the pleasure, follow the joy. If you've heard of Mama Gina, she's like top-notch, amazing as a model for this. Following the joy often leads us to a more fulfilled life, but it can also lead to some sort of job. I hate the word job, so I don't even want to use it, but it can lead to the things that we think, if we follow the responsibility, we'll get to. Where in fact, often if we follow the grind, we become less joyful, and then we become bitter and resentful over the things that we have to do. And so when we follow the joy, we can often follow that life that is inside of us. And then it multiplies and expands, and then people are attracted to it, and then people want to be around it, and sometimes people want to pay for things that create joy in their own lives. It's this like multiplication thing that happens. So following the joy for me is actually doing Make with Jae Mornings. One more thing that we talked about doing as a couple is maybe some sort of podcast. So keep that on your radar. But today's Make with Jae was actually a joint session with my husband, David, and myself, and our therapist. So I hope you have an awesome weekend, and I will see you again on Monday morning.